Hello there. What I'm going to be doing today is showing you how you can make, in a very easy way, a homemade frappuccino or a homemade iced coffee beverage with the Aeropress. That's the method I'm going to be using. You can use any number of one of a number of methods. I'm going to be using the upside down method using the Aeropress, but you could make this with a French press. There are methods online for directions as to how you can make iced coffee that way. This one is very good because it is simple and it ends up with a very concentrated coffee flavor, which is what I like in a coffee beverage or iced coffee kind of thing. So I'll go through the steps and you can follow along. So the first thing you do is obviously make the coffee. So one of the things that makes the Aeropress particularly good for this application is that it yields a coffee concentrate. And I use a kitchen scale for using my Aeropress. I find that it gives me a consistent ratio. I can track how much water and coffee I'm putting in. I do a ratio of 20 grams of ground coffee to 200 milliliters of water. Other people use different amounts, but this water is just boiled. So pour a bit in, give it a quick stir, and then pour it back up to 200 milliliters. Or a bit over, I guess, this time. Some people give it another stir. I don't generally. Find that inverting it is all you need to get you what you need in terms of the mixing. Some people, what they do when they want to make iced coffee with the Aeropress, just put ice cubes in the bottom of their cup and just dilute the coffee concentrate a bit that way. But I'm gonna cap it and pour it into an ice cube tray because that is better for making the milkshake kind of thing. So you turn the Aeropress over after it's steeped for as long as you want. I usually wait about 30 seconds. People wait longer or shorter depending on their preference. And then you slowly press down on the Aeropress. That way you get a fairly rich coffee concentrate at the end of it. So what I'm going to do is, after I've pressed this through, what I do is I pour it into an ice cube tray and toss that all in the freezer. And I don't know if this is a connoisseur's way of doing it, but this gets me the flavor that I like. So I just pour it into there. If I'm impatient, I level out the different little nodes in there so that it freezes a bit more quickly. I'm going to just toss that in the freezer. And I'll bring out some other ice cubes that I've prepared before. And I take the frozen ones and put them in through the blender. I find that a little bit of the coffee ends up evaporating in the process of the freezing. So this will, if I had, put this on the kitchen scale, it probably would have read something like, 170 or something before I had, if I would have zeroed out the container. So at that point I add somewhere around 200 milliliters of milk. And this is all subject to taste, of course. A bit over this time. 225, and then I add four of these little spoons of sugar, so something like 20 grams. But you know, if you think about it, that's just as much sugar as there is in a little yogurt cup, right? That's how you can rationalize it. Maybe not the healthiest drink, but it's pretty delicious. So after I've added the sugar and the milk in there, I take the blender and I whiz it up. Apologies for the noise, of course. So that yields a smooth and delicious beverage. I'll just let you have a look at it. I use what's it called? A Ninja, for whatever that's worth. It's got a handy blade on it that has a bunch of extra tines on it. So this is a 550 milliliter cup. There we go. Yeah, this is a blade, and I find that it crushes things up really nicely. So yeah, there you go. Make a mess and make yourself a coffee beverage. It's summertime. I hope that this is helpful, and I hope that you enjoy. If you have any questions, you can get at me in the comments. Otherwise, happy coffee drinking.